Hello, everyone, and welcome again to another Teacher Joseph podcast. Today we are asking the question, how do I motivate myself? So imagine the scenario. You feel really washed out, run down, you don't feel like learning. 3 days have passed, maybe more, and you think, oh, where did my English go? Really, do I have to get back to this? And how do I pick up again when I haven't been practicing for maybe 3 or 4 days, 3 or 4 weeks, or 3 or 4 months? It's actually much easier than you probably think. It doesn't involve getting a ball and chain and sitting down at a desk and becoming really unhappy with books. It simply involves changing your thought process for a while to allow positive thoughts about learning English to come in. I mean, if you really don't feel like learning, there's no point trying to push yourself because it's not going to help you. So what you have to do is to change your thinking to allow yourself to remember why you were learning English in the first place. Let me explain a little bit more about how this works. So when you feel really washed out or run down, trying to push yourself really isn't going to help. So you need to get that spark again. How do you get that spark? Well, there's many ways to do it, but the idea is to open your mind to being receptive. Remember the very first moment when you decided that you really wanted to study English? Yeah, well, that's what you want to try to recreate. That moment when you were convinced or caught that English was good for you. So, this can come in a number of ways. First of all, the easiest way to do it is with media. Simply open up YouTube, go to something in English, and rather than say, oh, I don't understand this anymore, change that around to say, okay, this is just an English clip. I'm going to watch this. Let's see how much I understand. Let's see what it does. And when you watch that, and as you begin to feel reconnected again to what you were learning in the past, you're on your way. You're on your pathway. Another thing you could do, of course, is to buy yourself an English book. Treat yourself to some delicious foods. I know that sounds a bit strange, doesn't it? But it's a great way of marking a new moment, a new beginning. You can say, right, I'm going to cook this special food for myself, and this is going to be a marker for the time when I changed my direction to study again. Your mind is very susceptible to rewards, okay? So buy yourself a nice dinner or cook a nice dinner or something to mark that new beginning. Order yourself a book on the internet, perhaps an English book, something that you like this time, not something that pulled you down last time. And also be very aware of why you stopped. What happened last time that you just stopped doing English? Was it because maybe you had a bad experience? Was it just time? Was it a family issue? What happened that knocked you off there? And just be aware that you're picking up from that, because there could be some ideas there of things you have to change, like where you study, when you study, or perhaps something else, maybe regarding your reasons for studying. So watch the YouTube clip, cook yourself a lovely meal, probably cooking yourself a lovely meal first, okay, before the YouTube clip, and then just settle down into thinking, yeah, I'm back. My mind is open to learning. And just remember that phrase, my mind is open to learning. So you start with the YouTube clip, move on from there, order yourself a new book, get all your English books back from the shelf or in storage, wherever they are, and begin to look through them. Now, you don't have to run through them all at once. You don't have to spend hours trying to get back to where you were. Just pick up a book that you're attracted to and say, right, okay. So you've marked your new beginning with your delicious dinner. You've made a decision, you're going to come back. You've done the YouTube thing. You're now choosing a book. And the important thing here is that your mind is open. Rituals are great ways for marking new beginnings. It doesn't have to be a delicious dinner. It could be anything. A walk in the park, something grounding, maybe, like going and buying yourself a nice gift just to say, well, this was the past and now I'm back. This is the direction I want to go. It's very good to do that once in a while, not only with learning English, but with everything. We always have to reevaluate our priorities, see where life is leading us. And it's very easy just to fall off the perch of learning. I hope you've enjoyed this. It's just to try to encourage you a little bit more when you fall down to get back up. We all need that sometimes. And the beginning of a new cycle of any kind is a great time to do that. So mark your new cycle today. Dig out the old books. Go to your old YouTube channels that you used to watch. Maybe one that you used to just enjoy, Remember, you don't have to be Superman or Wonder Woman about all of this. Just start at the very beginning. Just to refresh yourself. Be gentle. You don't need to be rushing around and trying to learn English by the end of next week. Just take it slow. Could be reconnecting with an old friend, an old language partner maybe. Whatever resources worked for you in the past, you can try to rediscover those. Just get everything ready. Set the scene. And then, of course, from tomorrow or whenever you want, just head back to your usual slot, being very gentle with yourself. Okay, you don't need to be rushing back in to prove to everyone that yes, you can't speak just yet. Just set the scene for a new beginning. There we are. I hope you've enjoyed this. So let's talk again soon. See you. Bye bye.